Is our human resource meeting, August 3rd, 2023. The time is 10 a.m. I'm calling this meeting to order. Are there any changes to the agenda? Okay, in attendance are Commissioners Matari, Brooks, and Duncan. And I just will note that we will handle item 5 before item 4, which we will need to go into executive session. So we'll start with item 1, special duty pay for juvenile detention field training officers. Mr. Sheffield.
Thank you, Chair Duncan. Eric Sheffield, Juvenile Detention, for the record. Commissioners, I'm requesting an increase for our special duty pay for facility trainers, our FTOs. Currently, they receive $1 an hour for each hour they train. My request is that they each receive $2 an hour for the duration of our 6-week training period. This would be funded with salary savings, and this is accumulated prior to each new staff training, making this a budget neutral request.
Okay, so just to say it in a different way, the salary savings is from having an opening which you have to train the new person in.
That's correct. So just to run you through the course, for example, receive a resignation. It takes typically 2 weeks notice, and then, minimum of 3 weeks beyond that to fill a position, 3 to 6 weeks. So those salary savings are being accrued in that process, and then we hire a person. So that's what would fund this request.
Okay. Questions?
No.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the special duty pay for juvenile detention and their field training officers.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Matari.
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Item 2, parity increase request. Oh, I did have a change to the agenda. I apologize. Public defender could not be here this morning, and so we are not going to handle that until August 17th. So, Dorothy, do I need to do anything in the system? You'll just push it to August 17th?
Yes, I will be able to just move it to the next meeting.
Okay, yeah, they didn't have anybody to come, and Ann had to be out of county, so. Okay, item 3, facilities director recruitment next steps. I put this on the agenda because in the budget that we will theoretically approve on August 30th is a facilities director position. We're looking at breaking ground on the expansion the first or second week of September. So I wanted to know the board's appetite for starting this process now so we can get somebody on board sooner than later. And with the amount of money we're offering, I'm not sure if we're going to have to hire a contractor or if we're going to actually find a facilities director who would work for that amount of money. So, thoughts?
Well, I'm fine putting the job out.
Okay.
And I think we're at the point where we probably do need someone who can manage this process.
Okay.
Does this person have any any other responsibilities other than the new building?
Yes. So theoretically, they would become the director over all building and grounds maintenance and stuff like that. Not the sheriff's department as far as they have their team under Tom.
Okay.
But it would be an overarching thing. Now, how that plays out, we would have to go step by step and figure that out. But getting them on board first they're going to have their hands full with the addition. So. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so Darren, do we need a motion to say, go ahead and advertise?
Just staff direction.
Okay.
NHR will work with the board to see where you'd like to recruit it, do the recruitment process, or we'll do our normal recruitment and look at any kind of professional facility type network groups that we can get it posted to.
Yes, and I did actually have one of our current vendors say, please give us the advertisement, and they're going to advertise it on their end as well.
Excellent.
Yep, so that'll be good. Get it right out there in the industry. All right, and item 5, position conversion. This would be the control room operator supervisor in the jail and converting them to a, hold on, I'll get the thing right. Why do I not have this? Nope, I got nothing on it. So it would be the custody technician?
Yes, ma'am. Captain Jeremy Howell for the record. So we have a one control room operator or control room supervisor position that they ran a shift in a control room while having supervisory duties. They didn't, day to day, they didn't supervise anybody because they just worked in the tower. And because of that, it's an ineffective supervisor position. So what we're asking is to change that from a supervisor position to a control room operator position. And we've already restructured and put all of the control room operators under the administrative sergeant so that they have actual supervision that isn't worried about working a tower during their shift.
Okay, so now I'm even more confused compared to your memo. We're taking the supervisor position and we're downgrading it just to a control room operator, or is it a custody
Correct.
technician?
It's,
Yeah, this says custody technician.
is it custody tech is the new title?
Okay, so I don't think it's a new title. I think it's a totally separate job.
I,
We still have control room operators and we have custody technicians.
Yes. Yep. So help me out. What are we doing here?
we're making it from a supervisor. What we're turning it into, I guess I was under the understanding, just a control room operator. But I guess if we need to go back and decide if we're going to make it a control room operator or custody tech, I don't have the answer to that.
Okay, so that's kind of what is confusing because your memo says custody technician. So that's why so do you need another control room operator or do you need another custody technician?
We need another custody tech. Actually, we need all of them, but we need another custody technician over because I think historically they were making them. They were solely control room operators, and now they're changing them as attrition goes into custody tech. So I would ask for a custody tech, and that clears up your question from the other day.
Right. So are we okay with this or we need to bring it back? We can approve,
We can approve it, but we should bring it back.
okay,
Okay.
And then, yeah, it should be agendized differently.
okay. So with that case, we can bring it to a business meeting this Tuesday if it's time sensitive. If not, we can wait till August 17th.
It's not because we have openings. We're just trying to get this one to something other than a supervisor.
Correct. So we just need to know, are they going to stay under the control room operator or they're actually going to be a custody technician?
I will get that figured out and I will bring it back.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And I didn't really know what question to ask until we were here, so.
Got it.
Here
And
we
it
are.
was the booking clerks that got converted to custody technicians, we believe.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we'll get this clarified,
Okay.
Fungus. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, and then, so now we can do the separation with release agreement. If there is a motion to go into executive session, I would accept that right now.
I move that we go into executive session pursuant to Idaho Code 74-2061B.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner
It is 10:14. Is there a motion?
I move that we exit executive session 1B with staff to proceed as discussed.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Matari.
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, then I will call for public comment. Hearing none. 10:15, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.